The most courageous thing I think I've had to do is really to live what I'm preaching, you know, to model the kind of man I want for my daughter someday.
So I think the most courageous thing I've done was giving my daughter away 2 weeks ago to the young men that she married. And so she was my oldest, born on my birthday, and very dear to my heart. And so the moment I took her hand and placed it in his was pretty courageous.
The most courageous thing that I've had to do as a new father, for me at least, is actually to be a dad. And I never imagined, there was a period in my life, I think for a decade, that I didn't think I would be a dad. And so to have 2 sons, there was a period, it's like, God, there was a question, it's like, God, am I worthy to be a father of these 2 boys? And through prayer, God has given me the courage to say, you know what, you can be a dad to these 2 boys.
I know exactly what it is. As I go before God and say, God, I have 6 children you've blessed me with, and I want my sons and my daughters to grow up loving you and knowing you and seeing no compromise in my life. I have had to go through my own life and look for anything that they can pinpoint that even has a hint of hypocrisy or of lukewarmness, so to speak, and to get rid of that.
Every day we're called to say no to what we want so we can say yes to what our families need. And that's what God is calling us to. And so as men, loving our wives like Christ loved the church and loving our children, sometimes that means turning off the TV. Sometimes that means saying no to the internet. Sometimes that means saying no to your friends that are pulling you away to secondary things, and saying, I am going to love my wife, I'm going to love my kids the way that Jesus has called me to. And I think that's heroic. So every time I've done that, you know, I think that the Lord has helped me with that, and that has been a courageous move.